When COVID started, we realized that our political views or our views on science, views on individual freedoms were contested because other people didn't agree with it, and we've lost some relationship. We should be able to think clearly. We should be able to present our own thoughts on science, religion, our government, our relationships, our bodies as women. All those things shouldn't be off the table. Some people are so passionate about it. There's some people who don't know our views. I can't say for Jessica. Jessica will just tell you her views no matter what. I'm a centrist. Sometimes are on the right and sometimes are on the left.
Let live.
But liberal with some common sense.
There you go.
Right? Not to the point where I'm going to throw out the baby with the bathwater. We need to be able to have some real conversation. I think what I'm doing is laying it out all on the table right now in this podcast. Let's have a conversation. I desire deep, ethical, mentally stimulating conversations, even with people that I disagree with.
Yeah.
It's necessary for life.
There's just something that you mentioned. You have conversations with people, and then people will come back to you and say, if they don't agree with you, they'll say that you're racist. I've recently heard Tucker Carlson was in Australia, and he said something that really caught my attention. He said that the comeback now is, you're racist. Well, you're racist is the new shut up. It's lost its sting.
It's real. What does it really mean? What does racism really mean?
Exactly.
Well, it does have a meaning, but reduced.
Reduced. And the thing is, I've never experienced racism. Like, no one's ever called me an SPIC. Never. No one's ever said to me, you're not going to get that because you're this, and that. The closest thing I ever experienced to racism in my life was in college, and it was colorism. Okay? The foreign-born Latinos didn't like the U.S.-born Latinos because the U.S.-born Latinos were a little too ghetto. And the U.S.-born Latinos don't like the foreign-born Latinos because the foreign-born Latinos se creen mucho todos pipiris nice. Exactly. They think they're all high about themselves because they're not painted with American. It was ridiculous. And then I witnessed colorism amongst Asian students. The foreign-born Asians don't like the American-born Asian. And when you have a football player dating a light-colored black girl that looks kind of white versus a dark-colored sister, oh my God. I mean, I was in some meetings and some gatherings that I was like, okay, we can't go around talking about the white man's racist when we can't even get our own stuff together. And that was 20-some years ago. I mean, I'm 46 now. Okay, that was 20 plus years ago. And to be honest with you, I'm now at a space in my life where, okay, if you're going to call me racist because of my political leanings, sorry, whatever makes you feel better. Okay, if that makes you feel better for you to sleep, that you called somebody racist, all right, that's fine. Okay, baby girl, fine. But I'm not afraid of encountering someone who might be racist against me. I'm not. And if you are racist and you hate me because I don't burn in the sun, newsflash, I actually do. Because I don't consume enough vitamin D. And I don't believe in sunscreen anyway. I'm one of those. Like I said, I'm a Christian. I believe in a God who says vengeance is mine. I believe in a God who created me in his image. Therefore, I believe in a God that if you are a racist, you will have your come to Jesus moment. Every tongue shall confess, every knee shall bow. Whether you are a Christian or not, you are going to face Jesus Christ. And you won't hear, well done, my good and faithful servant. You're going to hear, you hated somebody whom I created. I believe in a God that if you keep me from having a job or getting a loan because I sound a certain way, I believe in a God who provides twofold when the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So, if you hate me because you don't know me, okay. Listen, I can't hate you back because it's not going to do me any good because then I'm going to have to explain myself to Christ. But if you are racist, in fact, I'm going to have to let you be. And I'm going to be okay with that because you will have your come to Jesus moment. And trust me, I'm still praying for your soul. I would not want to be in your position. And that's a weight off my shoulders. That is a weight off of me. That's a burden that disappeared on me, disappeared from me. Like it literally went, that doesn't mean I don't believe racism doesn't exist. It's just I respond to it differently now. That's on you. I don't have to wait. I'm not going to invest my time to try to change you to love me.
That's deep.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think those also are, those statements that you've made are coming from the things that we're currently living through, right? That we have family members that don't necessarily agree with our stance on things. And then we have some family members who do agree with us, but are more, they do it in a quieter tone. Where they'll pull us aside. We definitely agree with that. I'm glad that you talked about the racism thing, because on our podcast, in some of the comments, we've had some very interesting comments, in which some of them we haven't responded to because the response would have been not helpful, and understanding what to respond to and what to just let it roll off your back like water off of a duck's back.